Zippity-doo-dah, beautiful day, great to be alive. Hey everyone, this is Christopher Brown here again from alphalifestyleacademy.com. Now in today's video, we're going to go over an article from our blog entitled The Top 7 Businesses You Should Start That Will Give You the Best Odds of Wealth, or in other words, best odds of becoming a millionaire. Now, I don't want you to confuse this with a video that we did a couple of days ago where we looked at the businesses with the most millionaires in them. So just because they have the most millionaires in them doesn't necessarily mean that will give you the best odds of becoming a millionaire. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now, the marketplace of today is filled with opportunities promising you that they can help you make more money. But what does the data show us? There are certain industries like beverage distribution, which is one of the most profitable ventures that you can take part in, but those who got in early were assigned territories, and so it's very difficult for new people to get in. And even if a family did acquire one of those territories, usually it's passed on from generation to generation, which makes it almost impossible for new people like you and me to be able to take part in those industries. Now, there are other industries that may have large numbers of wealthy people in those industries. However, when you look at the economics, there's a very small percentage of those people who do become wealthy. Take, for instance, starting a restaurant is one of the most popular businesses that you can start, with about 210,000 restaurant owners. However, only about 4,471 are wealthy, which equals to be only about 2%. So when you look at the numbers, you have real estate that has about 12,573 people that are listed in the top 1%, wealthy people. Then you have activities related to real estate, which comes to about 10,911. Automotive dealerships, which is 5,236. Offices of physicians, med spas, doctors, nutritionists, people like that, which comes to 4,711. And then restaurant owners, which was 4,471 people. And this is according to the 2019 tax records, as you can see here. Now, there's another group of business owners that make it in the highest percentage of these. Now, you might have to scroll down, but we have this here as well. So we'll start off with real estate, those who rent real estate, activities related to real estate, automotive dealers, other financial investment activities, independent artists, writers, and performers, and other professionals such as scientific and technical services, and then miscellaneous durable goods and merchant wholesalers. Okay, so those are the businesses that will give you the best odds of becoming a millionaire if you run a business in them. So let's go ahead and look at this a little bit more in depthly. So let's look at rental properties. 43.2% of the richest Americans own rental properties. However, how do you get started in this space if you don't have the capital to invest into rental properties? Arnold Schwarzenegger also took advantage of another industry in the top 7 that will give you the best odds of wealth, that of an independent publisher. Arnold became a millionaire before he was ever known in Hollywood. The legendary Joe Wilder mentored Arnold and helped him launch his own fitness programs and invested the money he made into real estate, which is where he made his first million. Now, the second category is activities related to real estate. So 25.2 of the richest Americans are involved in real estate related services, which would also include being a real estate agent and mortgage broker. However, according to the 2014 National Association of Realtors, it was reported that 87% of all new agents fail after 5 years in the industry, with only 13% ever making it. The average real estate agent makes around $40,000 a year. However, Jim Flick made $3 million in his first 9 months in real estate by taking advantage of being an independent artist and publisher, by offering his own books and courses that established him as the most credible expert in his field. Now let's move on to the next category, which are automotive dealers. So 20.8% of the richest Americans own automotive dealerships. because there are laws to protect you from over-competition. If you own a Mercedes dealership, it is against the law to have another Mercedes dealership right next door to you. In other industries, you have to be more creative in order to find ways to stand out, which is similar to what Jim Fleck did to make $3 million in his first 9 months in real estate. Now, the next area, so this is category number 4, which are financial services. So 18.5% of the richest Americans work in financial services. W. Clement Stone was able to make $1 million a year working in this industry, selling as many as 121 life insurance policies per day during the Great Depression. Now, the 5th area is independent artists, publishers, and performers. So 12.5% of the richest Americans work as an independent artist, publisher, or performer. However, many of these type of people consider the work they do as a hobby and have not taken the work they do seriously enough to set up their own corporation. So these numbers only include those who have taken their profession seriously enough to set up their own corporation. So when we look at this, 12.5% of the richest Americans work as an independent artist, publisher, or performer. This is only true if they have set up their own corporation. Now, there are many musicians who will never be signed to a big music label or even be seen on TV. However, they have built a following large enough to be considered in the top 1% of the richest Americans. The same is true for artists, actors, and authors. Before casting Vin Diesel in Saving Private Ryan, Vin Diesel financed his own movie, raised $50,000 where he cast himself as the star, took it to a film festival. Steven Spielberg saw it, cast him in Private Ryan, and should we say that the rest is history. So self-publishing is not a new idea. Today we have YouTube, social media, and other tools. However, Arnold Schwarzenegger's mentor built a fitness empire by self-publishing his own fitness programs. The marketplace is filled with merchandise where everyone is selling the same type of products and services just under a different company or brand name. The advantage of being an independent artist, publisher, or performer is there is no price comparison because you don't get paid for what you do, but who you are. In Paris Hilton's wilder days, she got paid to show up at a club where you and I would have to pay for it. Let's move on to the next category, which is professional, scientific, and technical services. So 10.6% of the richest Americans work in professional, scientific, and technical services as owners. This would also include market research, doctors, sales, and other professionals. Many doctors also take advantage of being an independent artist, publisher, and performer as well. Dr. Robert Lustig, who has authored numerous books and programs, but is also paid to speak at events and conferences, and just like Jim Fleck, this helped him establish themselves as the most credible expert in their field. I work as a JV or a joint venture broker. You see, many companies go after one customer at a time. However, we use what we call as group marketing, or what's also known in the industry as joint ventures, where we land a customer, where that one customer may bring you hundreds, thousands, or depending on the size of the deal, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of new customers. Now, people love the idea of leveraging somebody else's following to build their own customer base. But going from idea to putting it into action is too much to ask for so many small businesses. This is why we created a shortcut. So I want to invite you to work together with us as a team. And you can do so by visiting 90daymillionaire.alphalifestyleacademy.com. Now, the last category is miscellaneous durable goods and merchant wholesalers. So 10% of the richest Americans own businesses where they may outsource manufacturing to their goods and products and services. So if you're watching this video on our blog, you can see here is the graph. So it shows real estate leasers of real estate. So for those who own rental property, it's about 43.2% of the richest Americans. Then you have activities related to real estate, which is 25.2%. Automotive dealers, which is 20.8%. Other financial investments and activities, which is 18.5%. independent artists, writers, and performers with 12.5, other professionals, scientific and technical services at 10.6, and then miscellaneous goods and services with 10%. And this is according to the 2019 tax records. Now, many wealthy people earn incomes in multiple categories. They might be a business owner, but they might also own and publish their own works that helps establish them as an expert, and then they will reinvest their money into real estate. So it's not enough to run a business in these industries. If you want to be wealthy, as Mark Cuban says, if you don't know more than your competition, they're going to kick your ass. Take, for instance, the classic writings of Napoleon Hill, which was a 25-year study of the world's most successful individuals, where it found that there are 17 principles of success, 33 reasons why people fail, and 6 things that cause people to self-sabotage themselves. Now, one of these principles is a Mastermind Alliance. As we've said before, many companies go after one customer at a time. However, the most successful companies use group marketing, which is also often called joint ventures, where you land a customer, where that one customer may bring you hundreds, thousands, or depending on the size of the deal, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of new customers. People love the idea of leveraging somebody else's following to build their own customer base. But going from idea to putting this into action is too much to ask for so many small businesses, because you as a small business owner already have so many issues that you have to handle. This is why I want to invite you to partner up with us and work together as a team, because we created a shortcut to make this as easy as possible for as many of you as possible to take advantage of this opportunity by working together as a team. So I want to invite you to visit 90daymillionaire.alphalifestyleacademy.com. That's 90daymillionaire.alphalifestyleacademy.com. Or you can go ahead and scroll down the page, whether you're watching this on YouTube or watching this on our blog. Just scroll down and check out the resources section, and you'll find a link for it there as well. But I had a blast recording this video for you today. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye now.